Our vulnerability becomes evident when we lose our stance in faith, when threatened and under pressure. You see? When we put our confidence, we take pride in little things, we lose our stance in faith when we are threatened or under pressure. When Philistines gathered against Israel, they have numbers that of the sand on the seashore, meaning there were multitudes of them that cannot be counted. We may for a while rejoice from our little victories, but the reality is that once we go to war without God, we bring with us the burden of uncertainties regarding the strength and capacity of our adversaries towards us. Ibig sabihin, the moment we go to war, the moment we face conflict without God, okay, we bear our burden. Tayo na ang gumagawa na yan siya. Kaya wala ng supernatural na nangyayari. Okay? Because God is no longer at work in us. Remember that the more we amplify the problem, the lesser we recognize the presence of God. Kaya napaka-importante na i-amplify natin ang Diyos sa bawat suliranin na hinaharap natin. Na God is greater than our adversaries. That God is greater than what we are feeling right now. Sabihin natin, halimbawa, worried ka, o di kaya may problema ka, nalulungkad. God is greater than our loneliness. God is greater than our sorrows. God is greater than our sickness. And the moment we understand that, we can thank God. Lord, salamat sa sickness. Lord, salamat sa adversaries. Lord, salamat at ginagamit mo sila para ako ay palakasin. Lord, inaway ako ng kasamahan ko sa trabaho. Salamat, Lord. Dahil sa pag-away niya sa akin, pinalakas mo ako at binigyan mo ako ng mataas na pang-intindi. Di ba? We have to put our trust in the Lord. Okay? And so when the problem and crisis are more amplified kasi, it is not impossible that we resort to making impulsive decision. Nakakagawa tayo ng madalian, yung mabilis na mga decision, mga quick decision. Okay? And sometimes, these are impulsive, critical decision, napaka-importante pa naman, tapos naging impulsive lang tayo. Okay? When Samuel seems yet to be around, yung na-late siya, Saul has decided to hastily seek God on his own, did this without consent to God. And this act indirectly leads him into rebellion against God. Okay? And hastily, because he was motivated into seeing a quick result and answer, thus resulted for his impulsive decision. Okay? So ang decision ni Saul is not an impressive one in the sight of God. Why? Because this is harsh and hasty. Okay? He is rebelling against God. And there are times that we do this. We thought that rebelling to God, against God, is when we say, I hate you, God. No, it's not just like that. When we don't obey the ways of God, we are actually indirectly disobeying God. We are already rebelling against God. Often, when we are under extreme pressure and find it difficult to resolve the problem or situation by ourselves, we resort to making our own initiative. Nagkakaroon tayo ng sasabihin natin, initiative ko na to, as an excuse in order to establish the right reason for our own action. Now remember, lagi ko tong tinuturo noon when I was still in the corporate world, no? Kasi I was 16, I worked in the company for 16 years na sa corporate world. Nasa mataas ako na posisyon, nakapangalawang rank ako. sa CEO during the time. And I always say this to the staff, that when you work, these two has to go together. Okay? Yung initiative at common sense. Dapat magkasama yan lagi. Hindi lang initiative, hindi lang common sense. Okay? And what Saul did, he made an initiative without common sense. Ang common sense kasi dito, dapat sinunod mo ang Diyos. Dapat inantay mo ang kaparaanan ng Diyos. Okay? Saul find the right reason for his wrong action. Ganito din tayo. Mabilis tayo nakahanap ng yung mabilis na reason o na magaling na reason, okay? Just to prove a wrong action. Seeking to consideration as his own initiative. Thus resulted him into several excuses. Dahil sa initiative na to, nagkaroon ng mga excuses si Saul. Sabi niya, people are scattering from Saul, from him, and probably because they were afraid that they will be defeated and in low morale, or they have the inability to do their best because or due to the absence of you, Samuel. So sinisipahan niya ngayon si Samuel. Kasalanan pa ni Samuel. Okay? Ito yung isang reason niya. And the Philistines are approaching. Andiyan na sila, malapit na oh. Kailan kami kikilos? Okay? And I have not made supplication to the Lord. Wow ha? Ito yung pinakamabigat na excuse ni Saul. I have not made supplication to the Lord. Okay? And sometimes, many Christians are using this. Ang Diyos ang ginagawang excuse. No. Minsan sinasabi natin, witness ko ang Diyos. Oh, mga ganun, no? O sinabi ng Diyos sa akin. Ito yung mga wow ha. Okay? Tapos ang result, kasiraan ng Diyos. Hindi ito maganda. Hindi ito maganda yung gagamitin natin ang pangalan ng Diyos, tapos magiging kasiraan niya, tapos para tayo maging safe. Di ba anong tawag nito? Di ba pagkakanulo natin to sa Diyos? Binenta natin ang Diyos nito, binebenta natin siya. Okay? And when we get caught in our mistakes, pag nahuhuli tayo, it is easy for us to find excuses and point fingers at others to blame. Dito nga sabi ko, si Saul ang naging tawag niya, yung sacrificial lamb niya, si Saul. Si Samuel. Saul seemingly was quick to put the blame to Samuel tardiness for his drastic and unconsented decision. So, brethren, notice the four actions. We develop our own personal confidence. We take pride in our little victories. We lose our stance in faith. We resort to making impulsive decisions. So if we are settled in our own confidence, develop pride in our own ability that leads to lose our stance in faith, surely then impulsive decisions are expected, and that, brethren, where we lost our favor from God.